And here we go, an indoor garden update. Welcome back! Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, I'm Kathryn, the Aerogarden Homesteader, and today we're doing an update of the garden. I don't know how many more of the outside gardens I'll be doing, but the inside garden will keep going for a while. Now, still not sure why it's changing color. But I've only been getting a little bit of the browning, so I must have the fertilizer on point. The lettuce is getting so close. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I've been feeling really bad lately because I have had to freeze dry my cucumbers from the garden. So at least I'll be able to make some tzatziki sauce at some point, but I'm so close. So close! But they look awesome. So this is how the lettuce is doing. Maybe another 2 weeks and I might be able to harvest. Then tomatoes are looking great. I am thinking that since I need to feed them next week, that one's kind of looking a little smaller than this one, but since I need to feed them next week, I thought what I would do is I would clean up the Aerogarden that has the lemons and limes on it and get these going. That way I can just put them in and feed them and get them all settled in and they will be doing great. So you should keep an eye out for that probably next week. Now that's how this part's doing, and I'll show you how upstairs is doing, and then outside. Outside's winding down, so. The peppers are doing awesome. This one has continued creeping almost all the way up to the top. So I'm out of space. I might have to start lopping the top off on that one. Would be nice to prune it back a little bit, but so many flowers in there. I'd hate to lose the potential growth, but I don't know. It's awful tall. This one is staying short and stocky, and the tomato plant, I continually prune that back. It continues to put out new growth. I am just waiting for those tomatoes to ripen up so that I can just take out the whole thing, which I'm hoping will happen soon. So, yeah, this is how it's doing. And then, of course, the lemon and lime are doing really good because they're getting so much light. So I need to figure out where I can put that so they can continue to get light and benefit from that. And then I can free up the space on here for the tomatoes. So it's just going to be a juggling job. Adult Tetris. The outdoor garden is definitely winding down, although my garlic is doing really well, oddly enough. So I'm kind of happy about that, but I don't know what's going to happen to it because the squirrel again. It started growing in the spring, but then it died back, and then it started growing again. So I don't know what kind of bulbs or whatever I'm going to get. It looks like I have a tomato fall off. I'll have to go and get that. So, but yeah, no, I've been slowly winding things down. I've taken out the pumpkins, obviously. I've got 1 or 2 cucumbers left to just waiting on them. So I think this one is actually done, but this one, it's still small at the bottom, so I'm waiting for that one to fill out. I will wait for the first frost to get rid of all of the tomatoes. I will pick the fruit, but I will wait for the vines to die back during the first frost. Oh, I might have some bell peppers over there. That's pretty cool. So, and then the cherry tomatoes, the strawberries. The strawberries have actually been putting out some fruit. We haven't been getting it because the slugs and squirrels and whatever have been enjoying it for us, unfortunately. And then the nasturtiums, I've pulled most of them out. There's still some over here. My zucchini, oh my gosh, that poor plant looks horrible, but the kale is looking awesome. And then the leaves have slowly been changing colors. By the time this video airs, our irrigation will be off, so we'll be, whatever we have, but we have definitely entered the rainy season, so, my goodness, that nasturtium is just going like crazy. But yeah, we've definitely entered the rainy season, so we've been starting to get enough precipitation that I think it will keep the garden going. So I got a few tomatoes along here. I don't think I have any zucchini going. There's one there that's trying, but I don't think it'll make it. Yeah. And then I have not checked these strawberries to see if there are any flowers in there that might produce, but it's just one of those, I don't like those white ones too much. They're not very productive, unfortunately. And then I might get a few, well, maybe not quite a few, maybe I'll get 1 or 2 more, but yeah, they just didn't do that well in the pot, unfortunately. This one did slightly better, but, you know, it is what it is. And then, I'm not sure how these are going to overwinter. So I've got my chives in a pot, and these are just green onions that I keep forgetting to do with, so anything with. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those in the spring. And then, wow, the basil definitely somehow got out of hand. But yeah, no, the garden is looking good, but it is definitely winding down. I can definitely see that now. So I will wrap this up. I don't know how many more videos there are going to be for the outside garden, because I just don't know when our first frost is going to be, and I'm not sure how much more information I'm going to be able to give you from this garden. I was able to harvest quite a few tomatoes, and as you can see, I do still have quite a few tomatoes, so I'm hoping to put a whole bunch up in the freezer so I can start doing some tomato products once I have everything in. But that's just, I guess you gotta wait for it to all come in. So I hope you found this video useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll have some other videos up about the garden from the past, and I will see you next time on the Aerogarden Homestead.